Welcome students. In previous class, we had discussed that analogy, what are the analogy between three different processes, how they are correlated, what are the similarity between these three processes, mass, momentum and energy transport. And we had also discussed what are the differences between these three processes. We had discussed that while your momentum transfer is a tensor quantity because it is a gradient of a vector, whereas other two processes, that is mass transport and momentum transport, are vector quantities. Flux of mass transfer and flux of temperature transfer or energy transfer is vector because it is a gradient of a scalar quantity, right? Next we had discussed about the tensor quantities has 9 components. If you have a shear force applied in x direction, then its component, shear stress component in x, y, z direction can be given by tau xx, tau yx, tau zx. And what are the sign convention? We had also discussed. Similarly, there are y component of shear force as a result of a stress in x, y and z direction. We had discussed about that. Similarly, for the z component also. We had discussed about the normal stress. We'll discuss this in more when we discuss in subsequent lecture. Uh, momentum, cell momentum balance. We had started cell momentum balance. We had defined our control volume and control surfaces. We had discussed that control surface has no mass. So whatever coming into it is going out. So in is equal to out condition is valid for control surface, whereas surface has control volume has some mass, right? So we had discussed that in a previous class in detail. We had also defined our cell momentum balance, principle of cell momentum balance. Cell momentum balance is the simplest case of the momentum balance in which we have taken the steady state condition. So rate of momentum in minus rate of momentum out plus sum of the forces acting on the system. We had discussed boundary condition. We had discussed how the boundary conditions can be applied and what are the assumptions of. We had taken simple example of falling film conditions. There are one-dimensional flow and there is no Vx, Vy. You have only the velocity in z direction and falling film is flowing through an inclined plane. So we had discussed in detail, we had how to take the cell, a small cell. We had also discussed and how to apply what are the difference between rate of momentum uh, in convective and conductive transport. Okay, now in this class we are going to discuss about the how to proceed, how to calculate the velocity profile of this falling film fluid, right? We're going to see how these this fluid we have analyzed what are the velocity profile and how can we calculate the average velocity and average flow rate, volumetric flow rate, and what are the forces exerted by this fluid on the surface of solid. So these all things we are going to discuss in this class. Thank you so much.